Soul Train, television's longest-running music program and the hippest trip in America, with guest stars Peabo Bryson with Regina Belle.
I just can't live without you.
Rebe Jackson. Keith Sweat. And the Soul Train Dancers. And now, here's your host, Don Cornelius.
Hello and welcome aboard. You're right on time for another ride on the big train. We'll be coming right back to you with great sounds from the Pointer Sisters and Earth, Wind, and Fire, all coming at you right after some very important messages. And it is the fabulous Pointer Sisters on the Soul Train from the movie Action Jackson. It's called He Turned Me Out. And this is Earth, Wind, and Fire on the Soul Train with a groove that sure enough makes you want to move real smooth. It's called Thinking of You.
I
And from New York City, here is the young man responsible for one of this year's very hottest recordings. The song is entitled I Want Her on the Vintertainment label, and his name is Keith Sweat. Very good. Keith, pleasure to meet you.
Same here, Don.
And like everyone else, I've heard a lot about you. We've been hearing your record, which went to #1 R&B at least, and
Right.
probably is going to do the same thing on the pop charts, we hope, right?
Yes, I hope so.
I understand this is your first recording on yourself, but as a producer and writer, you have done some things in the European market, is that right?
Overseas, yes, I have. I had a few tunes that I produced on myself overseas that did fairly well. So,
Are you surprised at the success of I Want Her? Or did you know you had a smash when you finished it?
well, while I was in the studio doing I Want Her with a co-partner of mine, Teddy Riley, we felt that it was going to be a good song, but I had no idea it was going to take off the way it did. No idea at all.
Yeah, it's always nice when it happens that way.
Surprisingly, yes it is.
Well, again, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you,
and
Don.
we'd like you to come back later and do another song for us.
Thank you.
Mr. Keith Sweat. And we'd like for you to meet two of our Soul Train dancers. How your name?
Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie. And
Michael.
Michael, you're both familiar with the Soul Train Scramble Board, right? You have 60 seconds to correctly unscramble the name of a famous public servant whose name you should know. And while you work on that, we're going to work on this, Mr. Michael Jackson, and the way you make me feel.
Hey, pretty baby with the high heels on. You give me fever like I've never ever known. You're just a product of loveliness. I like the move of your walk, your talk, your dress. I feel your fever miles around. I'll pick you up in my car and we'll paint the town. Just kiss me, baby, and tell me twice that you're the one for me. The way you make me feel, the way you make me feel, you really turn me on. You really turn me on. You knock me off of my feet. You knock me off of my feet. My lonely days are gone. My lonely days are gone. I like the feeling you're giving me. Just hold me, baby, and I'm in ecstasy. Oh, I'll be working from 9 to 5 to buy you things that keep you by my side. Never let go, love me more. Promise, baby, you're coming forevermore. I said I'm keeping you satisfied. 'Cause you're the one for me. The way you make me feel, the way you make me feel, you really turn me on. You really turn me on. You knock me off of my
And let's welcome a lovely lady who is also a great entertainer and a member of that fabulous family that seems to have more talent than almost any other in music history. As she joins us to do her latest single on the Columbia label entitled Playthings, a great welcome, please, ladies and gentlemen, for Miss Rebe Jackson.
Said you're coming and we're going. So I waited right by the phone. Now I see what you're all about. Left me here alone. You turn me on.
Very nice work, all of you.
Thank you very much.
Phoebe, you almost seem to be making a statement with this song, are you?
Yes,
Trying
I
to tell
am.
us something?
Well, that young ladies don't like to be taken advantage of. They don't want to be anybody's plaything.
That's what I've always heard. We haven't heard the rest of your album, but I understand it's fabulous. And I know that you joined us today on short notice.
Yeah.
And you're going to be able to come back soon and do some more songs from your new album.
I'd
right?
love to. I really would.
Okay. Reby Jackson, ladies. And let's welcome one of the great singing, producing, and writing talents in our business. He is joined by one of the most important female discoveries of recent years. They, in fact, appear together on his latest single entitled Without You. A great welcome, please, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Peabo Bryson and Miss Regina Belle.
Sharing one pain, but thanks to love we got by.
I couldn't let my feelings show, couldn't let you ever know that the end that seemed so real was just a lie. All the things I did for love have turned out so wrong.
No matter what I try, love just magnifies the lie. I just can't live without you. There's just no me without you. I'd be so lost without you. I need my arms around you. So glad we found out in time. True love is hard to find. This time we're gonna get it right. We're holding on tight. I won't be misled again. This time the good guys are gonna win. Our love comes so naturally. We were meant to be.
Pretending not to care was the hardest thing to fake.
And being without your love is more than I can take. I just
Regina. Nice to see you. People, it's been a while since we've seen you, but you're in as great a voice as ever and still doing wonderful music. I'm curious as to how you two brilliant talents came together.
Well, Regina was gracious enough to accommodate us in our hour of need. We needed someone to sing this song with, and she agreed to do it, and she learned the song on the flight to the studio, checked into a hotel, and came to the studio and sang all night long.
Regina, I don't suppose the fact that Peabo was involved was of any influence in your decision to get ready on such short notice.
Didn't they tell you that had everything to do with it? No, they told me that he needed a side person. And I said, hey, you know, I'm more than willing to go. And I learned the tune, as he said, on the plane, came in the studio, sang it all night, and flew back home.
Well, you two sound really great together, and Peabo, you've obviously had the experience of working with some other great female singers. And I won't ask you where you rank Regina, but if you want.
Well, no, listen, Regina's, no, really, Regina's certainly no exception to that rule. I would always look toward doing another project with Regina at any time, whether it be live or Memorex.
And for those in our audience who aren't aware, Peabo's album contains 3 songs that are in Bill Cosby's latest movie.
Absolutely.
Including?
They are the Timmy Euro tune, Hurt, and a remake of it anyway, which we're happy about, and a dance number called Positive. It's an interesting film.
Yeah. So I've heard.
The music is interesting, and they all appear. There are only 3 songs in the film, and they all appear on the Positive LP.
Well, I'd like to thank both of you for being gracious enough to come together to visit with us. And,
thank you.
It's our pleasure.
Regina, I know you're going to be starting a new project pretty soon, your second album, right?
Yeah, I'm working on some material now. We're in the studio. We're throwing stuff away. We're taking stuff. So everything is just the weeding out process right now.
So I look forward to seeing you as soon as that gets done. Okay. And Mr. Bryson, I'd like for you to come back later in the show and do another song from your album, okay?
I'll be honored.
Peabo and Regina. And look out now for Pebbles on the Soul Train, the one she calls Girlfriend.
Make a list. Go out and find yourself a new plaything. Girl, you need a trip. 'Cause he's not worth the misery and pain. Just remember how he would tell you lies and then pretend that everything is so sweet. Why should you sacrifice if you're not satisfied? He's just a canine running around in heat. Girlfriend, how could you let him treat you so bad? Oh, girlfriend.
And I get the feeling you feel. so long. Help me put out this fire inside. Won't you come on over tonight? Don't get dressed, you can come as you are. Just drive through the night, girl, it's not that far. I wanna show you what I'm dreaming of. Let's turn off the lights and turn on the love. Please don't deny us this pleasure tonight. Trust in me now, let your heart decide. Come on over, baby. Come on, come on.
Baby, come on,
Come on over tonight.
let's make
And let's make love. It's been so long, so long.
It's been so
You've got nothing to lose but your pride. Won't you come on over I've been lost in love since I found you, and I get the feeling you feel it too. Oh, come on over, baby. Come on, come on.
baby, come on,
Come on over tonight.
let's make love.
Let's make love. It's been so long, so long.
It's been so long.
Put out this fire inside. Come on over, baby. Come on over, baby. Come on, come on.
Baby, come on,
Come on over tonight.
let's make love.
Let's make love.
And that just did it for this edition. We thank you so much for joining us. Let's do it again next week on these same stations. And you can bet your last money it's all going to be a stone gas, honey. I'm Don Cornelius, and as always, in parting, we wish you love, peace, and...
Starts Friday, March 25th at a theater near you.
This has been a Soul Train Television Network presentation in association with Tribune Entertainment.